You know, I don't understand how there is so much money in comedy, but like anything else, it's not dispersed well. I mean,
No.
so many comics have all the money. I mean, there's dudes sell out arenas, and there's weekend warriors that are making just to get by. But they're
Yeah.
both legitimate comedians. It just depends, depends on where you fall. In comedy, it's so oddly unfair, but also that's the game we chose. You
Well,
knew it was going to be this
well,
way.
I think something a lot of people miss is as much as we might hate it, you kind of somewhere along the line we let show business it's integrated somehow. Where like you can't just be a great comic.
No.
The industry has to latch on to you at some point.
Right.
You cannot. Well, it's not absolutely impossible, but it's real hard to blow up without them co-signing.
Of course.
You know,
You can do it on your own to some degree, but at other points, there is a ceiling that you hit when you're on your own.
like the Brian Regans. That's a thing that's never gonna happen again.
Never again.
Where he's like secretly like Garth Brooks famous. You know what I mean? Where it's like you never hear about what he's doing, but he's selling out arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like that's not gonna happen again.
No, I think that's the end of that road. Also, such a good dude, so funny.
Bro, he's so fucking.
I was in Madison. He was in Madison, and Emmy Blotnick was there too. Do you know her?
Yeah.
We were all there. He was playing the theater, like the Orpheum or whatever it is. I was playing a small little tiny theater, like a rock venue. She was playing comedy on stage. We met up afterwards, and I just didn't realize how many tickets he sold. I mean, it's just crazy.
It's insane.
Yeah, and he is, for what it's worth, under the radar as far as like he's not super famous outside of stand up.
No.
But in stand up, yeah, everybody know. But a lot of people know him. But it is interesting to see guys that are mega famous in their niche of stand up and they sell so many tickets. But outside of that, I don't think he would get stopped on the street.
No.
Unless someone saw his bit on something, and they're like, oh, I think that looks like that guy.
Well, it's like a radius like within 5 blocks of where he's performing, he'll get stopped.
Right.
But if he's up the street, nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, don't give a shit.
But that's what I want. Like if I could be like that and just be stand up famous and then the further I get from the arena, no one knows who I am. That's perfect.
I doubt it though.
No?
No, not. You'll probably just get famous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it though.
Yeah, you probably will.
That's
man.
better than what I was before.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, because it hurts, man. It hurts to be funny enough where motherfuckers like you and Rogan and Segura and are going, you fucking got it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to not have anything other than that, like that it hurts, man. To be like, when am I gonna fucking like? Because there's no handbook, there's no pamphlet.
Right. There's certainly no line. You can't just like get in a line and be like, I'm up next. It's like, well, I'm next to be the president of the club.
Right.
No,
right.
It's not that way. It's just you have to just keep. But look, I mean, the truth be told, it worked very well now. Like the time you spent.
I knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And you also knew your peers that it wasn't going to happen to, and you still got to keep playing that game with them.
That hurts too.
Because do you get a little bit of hate from friends because you got the Netflix special? You'll get more.
It's hate disguised as love.
Yeah, it'll keep coming.
My real friends, no.
Yeah.
But because you can tell when people genuinely happy for you. But some people are like, oh, you okay? You. And you can kind of hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, you.
That's good for you.
Yeah, right.
That's good for you.
That's good for you. Yeah.
I hit you up as soon as I knew. I was so happy for you, man. I was excited as shit. I was like, it just made me feel good.
No, I hit you up.
Oh, but I knew.
Oh, you knew before that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They told me. They told me who was doing it, and I was like, oh, that's. I was happy.
You're like, I'm above this.
I was just happy for you. Inside, it made me feel a type of way. And then we had all talked about it. A lot of guys had been talking about who was getting it.
Yeah.
Because it was rolling around.
But see, that's the other thing. Nobody funny is mad that I got it.
No. Why would they? What an insane idea.
People that are secure in their careers and in their comedy, they're the coolest people.
Yeah.
Usually.
No. Yeah. Why would they care? It's well, it's how I feel about most issues in general. I don't have time to care about.
Yeah.
I don't have time to care in a negative fashion.
It's like this week they were showcasing for the store for who gets passed.
Yeah.
And so it's free to all the people in the showcase. It's like they got all this camaraderie, because they're like, okay, yeah, but wait till y'all find out who won.
Yeah. You know what that is when they put the list outside, like in basketball or something. It's on the window. You got to go up with everyone and find out who made the team.
Right.
Yeah.
Training camp, you were hugging and brothers.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, you got cut, poor guy. You know?
Lose my number, bro. Yeah. Speaking of camp, I saw you. We were talking before. I saw you took a picture with Mahomes and Kelsey, and I got to tell you, Travis and I went out and played golf the other day, and he was saying how funny we were because I said, how long did you guys stay? Because they came, saw my set, and then saw Bobby, and then
And I went right after Bobby.
right after Bobby, because I told him I had to leave. I was like, I'll come back, but I had to go to Largo. So he was like, can we stay? I was like, you should stay. Don't come down there. I mean, that's never going to work. So they stayed, and he got to see Bobby and you, and I was happy he got to see you. I was like, how long did you guys stay? Did you guys dip early? He's like, no, we saw Brian, and I saw you post a picture, and he said, man, he is deep funny.
Yeah.
Deep funny. That's a good. I was like, that's a really good way of explaining you. Deep funny.
Yeah, I didn't know they were there.
Yeah, it's good to not know if people are there.
And then I got off stage and left up, and somebody was like, hey, man, the fucking Chiefs were in the back of the room, and they were laughing their ass off at you.
Yeah.
And so I walked up and dapped him up, and I was like, hey, after the show, can I get a pic? And he was like, let's do it right now. And I knew, because I'm like, this is going to start a thing where everyone's going to start asking for pictures.
Sure, of course.
But, you know.
It is what it is.
And like I said, I was like, hey, man, look, if y'all had lost yesterday, I would have left y'all the fuck alone. You know? Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry for this.
I think their life is good enough that they're willing to take photos.
Yeah, I mean, y'all want to close
Yeah, yeah. Also, this was funny. The other with Travis and I, this guy. This is what it's like being that kind of famous, because you see people that that are levels of famous, and like when you're near it and you watch it, it's kind of weird to see how people react to them. And this guy was like, "Hey, oh my God," because they can't believe they're there.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Can I take a picture?" And Travis was very nice, and he was like, "Yeah, of course, yeah, no doubt," And he goes to like kind of get up, and the guy just takes a photo of him.
Oh, you idiot.
Bro, it was
You
so
fucking stupid.
fucking weird. I was like, what the fuck was it? And then Travis turned to me like, was he fucking with me? Like, he thought maybe he was fucking with him or something? I was like, no, that's not him making a joke. That was that was what he wanted.
Because when you're, at least this is just me imagining, but when you're athlete famous,
Mm-hmm.
you make some men act like women. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Because they want to be you.
Yeah, so bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's don't standing beside these motherfuckers and they 6'4" and
Yeah.
it's like you like I envy. I don't just envy. I don't just want to be able to do what I saw you do. It's like I would rather be you than me. Like that's how some people think.
Right.
And they just get their brains get scrambled.
Yeah, they get scrambled, and they say weird stuff, and they try to associate. That's always funny. This dude, he's sweet, but he was like, I was all state in football. It's like, oh my God, bro. Are you telling a Super Bowl future Hall of Famer that you were all state in football and now you're working for fucking Staples corporate? Cut it out.
You gotta forgive people for that shit.
I
man.
do. It's funny. I laugh it off, but I just think it's strange when people go out of their way to say things to people because it's not well thought out.
They don't know what to say.
I know. Don't say anything.
It's like they weren't expecting to see you. They have 3 seconds to, because they in their mind they're like, if I don't, this is my only chance to ever say anything to this person.
Yeah, it's gone forever.
So I'm just going. Okay, 3 seconds. This is what I got. I also played football.
I'm all state. I was all state. And what do you expect them to say back? That's the weirdest part. Whenever I meet someone that's like, someone I really admired, I remember the way I feel when I see other people do it. So I just log that in. Like, just say one thing about how you appreciate what they do, and that's it. Like Bill Murray. I sat next to Bill Murray at a Golden State Warriors game. I didn't want to say anything the whole game, and it was over. Then I just turned. He was like 3 seats away from us because my buddy got us these tickets through the Warriors. And I turned to him, and I just was like, I'm a huge fan. I'm a Chicago kid. I just want to say I love you. And then he was like, oh, Chicago. And then he stopped me. Like, I thought it was like, I'm going to walk away. And he was like, oh, no. And he was chatting me a little bit. And then he was like, you want to do a picture? And I was like, yeah. I didn't expect any of it. But I think if you want the best results of someone you really admire like that, because I don't bother most people. But if I, like him, it's different. I love Bill Murray. I was obsessed when I was a kid. So I was like, I have to at least say, I appreciate you. And that's all I wanted to do. and it opened up that other door of him being like, oh, we have something in common. No, no, no,
You ever
no.
meet a rival? You know, like if I was a Skins fan growing up, and it's like
Mhm.
if I ever met like Troy Aikman or somebody, it was like I would have to be honest because that's the thing with Kelsey and it was like I'm not a Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be fake and be like I love you guys. No, I don't. I think Patrick has he's future. I think they both future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
I think he's got one of the best arms ever. But I don't love you, motherfuckers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You've ruined so many of my weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I recognize the skill.
Yeah.
But I don't love you.
See, I understand. I understand that. That's like for me, as a Bears kid, and people are like, "Oh, you're wearing a Rams jersey." This is because it was free when you go to the game. This is a bobblehead that I'm wearing. But I do like to go watch them because I fucking live here. That's what's funny when you move somewhere and people are like, "You're not a fan of them, are you?" You're like, "I live here. I like
Right.
to go to the fucking game. I get to see the Bears here once every millennial."
Right.
It's like, no, I don't fuck millennium. No, I don't get. I'll try to support local teams, but no, you still hold on to what you love. You're still gonna love. You know what I mean? Like you're still gonna love. You're not gonna switch
Yeah.
and get rid of them.